you doing out there? Welcome back to Twisted Curry Cupcakes. Well, Long Block is full of monks, it's full of fish, and it's full of tunnels. And I see you, Daz's Curry. Yes, Daz. First video out, he has started his first ever pond build and his first ever video for his channel. So do me a real big favour, guys, please go over to his channel, give him some love, give him some encouragement, tell him I sent you, and I will be really, really happy, and he will be over the moon. Well, that thing behind me, that is not leaking, because as you can see, dry area there. So sorted that problem, but I topped this up this morning to the top of the liner, and as you can see, it has dropped considerably already. Not a happy cookie. Now, I've eliminated the tops of the airlift pipework. I know it's not leaking from the 4-inch slide valve. No, it's not leaking from the waste valve, because I've got that cranked up so goddamn tight it's unreal, and when it comes to cleaning it, I have to then unscrew the coupler and then loosen it so I can empty it, which I'm going to have to do again shortly. Now, I know it's not the pump running the air source heat pump, and I know the air source heat pump itself isn't leaking. It's not losing water from the shower, and I've still got a wet patch on the floor, as you can see. Now, as I was saying to Rocket Boy yesterday, what I've noticed is it won't move very well with full of water, but it has dropped by about an inch on that side. So I'm going to have to give this a clean, empty it out of media as well, because I've got to get to the rubber down there. Gonna have to take 1, 2, 3 off of their hooks, and then I'm gonna have to take that shelf out. I'm gonna have to undo the rubber that's on the inlet there, undo that coupler, and then we're gonna have to lift the easy pod out, so I can then, 1, level that area back out, 2, hopefully see where the water leak is and be able to fix it. So yeah, at the same time, Rocket Boy's coming over with the food processor so we can blend up some marigold. Yes, it is the main ingredient for the Mungo Mix, and really struggled finding marigold powder for a price that isn't like breaking your arm. So what he managed to do is get a load of marigold petals. They're dry, but they're not dry. We did try running them through a Ninja Bullet and stuff like that yesterday down at the farm, and it broke it down, but not as fine. So I've brought a load home because we're going to use Dave's food processor that he uses for his fishing bait when he wants to do breadcrumb and stuff for winter fishing and whatnot. So yeah, that's coming out. But what I've done is I've put some in a roasting tray and put them in the oven to dry them out. Now, it has dried them out more than what they were already, but it has changed the colour. Now, like I've sent Rick a message and said, now has that fundamentally taken some of it out, or the goodness out, because it's changed colour. So yeah, we will see how it looks when they've both been put through the food processor, so we can then fucking fly, drive me nuts. Then we can see how it looks, and we'll do a little taste test to see if there's a difference as well, but we'll get back to that later. So my job for the minute is get the microscope can go over there actually, because that needs to stay in here for the minute. Put the microscope over there, put the tripod up over there, and then I will get the tools out of here, because we're not going to need the electric tools at all for this one. Might need the impact driver to take the shelf off, but other than that we won't need the tools for this one. So yeah, we will come back to you shortly.
And I've rocked them all. Well, the Rocket Boy's here, and I'm emptying this Easy Pod for the second time in a number of weeks. And one, I now know that I've got a slide valve that doesn't hold the water back 100%. Typical. And it's not a fucking cheap slide valve either. It's one of the expensive ones, so you'd expect it to be a bit different, wouldn't you? But in emptying, I'm gonna have to take off the right. As emptying of this, I have made a decision, and the decision is I will not be putting the ozone generator on the tow side tank. And the reason I'm not going to do that is because when you look at the media, well, when I look at the media, when I took it out the other day, it looked very much like this new K1 Plus. Even the old stuff, you know, the Helix 13, it was looking white, which tells me that there's no biofilm on it. Now, we're emptying it today, and I've now got a brown biofilm on my media, including new K Plus media. Where's it gone? There is some in it, there it is. Even that is now starting to get a brown tinge on it. So, if there's anyone out there that wants it, pay postage, I'll send it out to you. You can have it. So, with that in mind, I can get the Cactoily back on the growing on tank and continue my test there. Anyway, I'm going to continue shoveling K1 because one, this thing needs levelling out, and I'm sure that is the reason I've got the leak. But we'll pick you back up when we know a little bit more.
Well, my little fruit bats, how are we doing? The Rocket Boy's been and gone, and I'll tell you what, there's a reason why he's one of my besties. He's a good egg, that one, I'll tell you. Oh, you know, one of them mates that, don't take the piss. But anyway, what have I been up to other than starting to sweat my nays off in here with them two greenhouse heaters going? Good job, because the air source heat pump's not running at the moment, because I've made a few changes to the homemade upflow. I've put a new valve on there, but I've had to kibosh it together a bit. So yeah, waiting for gold label to go off. In fact, that was the last of the gold label, and then I can fire that back up. I found one leak on the bio bin. I'll spin you around and I'll show you. But as for any other leaks, we cannot find any. There's no leaks on the 4-inch pipe work over here. There's leak's been sorted. Right, sorted that leak there. Done. This is all sorted once that goes off down the bottom. Lever's gone on there for two reasons. It's a smaller hole, which means the media will stay suspended in here for longer when it's emptying.
And then what I can do then, because this has been moved now, and it is now sitting level. Now everything's settled, and it's also got 2 wraps of this bubble wrap on it now. And then I'm gonna, because I know there's no leaks there or there, I'm gonna bang in a load of expanding foam down there. And with this being round the Easy Pod, it's not going to stick to it and cause any problems. Did check down here, and at one point I thought it was leaking from that joint there, but that is absolutely fine. This slide valve that was down there is now going to have to go over there so that I can open that up and then not worry about it. And it's just a nightmare having to keep undo that, turn the bloody thing round, do it back up, turn the handle, which is broken. So yeah, I'll turn it so it's permanently open, and then I'll bang the slide valve in, and it's a perfect gap in. Actually, I just cut there, and that will fit straight in between. Bing bang bosh, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. So yeah, while I'm in here waiting for that to go off, I'm just sorting out insulation. Like I said, this has got 2 wraps around it now. I'm just about to put some around there, because I know it's not there that's leaking, because that area there and under here was bone dry this morning. But once I'd got this taken out and that, I did find a leak here. So that has been absolutely filled with gold label twice. So that is no longer leaking. Other than that, the only other places where it could leak is from the, oh bloody hell, what's it called? One of them rubber connectors that you just push into a hole, and then you push in bloody hell, mine's gone blank. They're like a bulkhead connector anyway. Well, it can either only be from there or from where the pipework goes through the wall from the return of the airlift. So yeah, still scratching my head, but at the moment I'm just trying to tidy up this place in here, because yeah, there's been water everywhere, especially with that one letting by water, and the one in between the bio and the Easy Pod letting by water. So yeah, there you go guys. They're alright as a quick stop, but if you can afford it, ball valves. Just don't get EA ones. Anyway, I ain't going to put you down, because I'm sure Gaz is just about to start, so I will more likely pick you back up tomorrow.
The next day.
Well, good afternoon ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Twisted Koi. How are we doing out there, cupcakes? And you, Mark Childs, I see you. Now, Mark Childs isn't a YouTuber, Mark Childs is a subscriber. Mark Childs is also, was also the winner of my Christmas giveaway with the New Forest Koi Farm Red Kajaku. He had that arrived this morning, and he is over the moon. And what he's going to do, he sent me a couple of videos. So what I will do is I will add them in now.
Hi Vince, just a quick video mate, just to let you know the fish arrived this morning just after 9, and he's a cracking little kajaku mate. Thanks again to you and Rick for holding on to him until these temperatures sort themselves out, and thank you again mate for letting me have a chance of winning him. Cheers buddy. Oh, buddy, yeah, I'm really happy with him. Thanks again, mate, for the chance of winning him, and thanks for all the videos you do. You know what happened with my boy, it's really helping at the minute with the lives and everything. Thanks again, mate. God bless you.
So as you can see, big shout to Mark. He's going to be a real nice Kajaku that is once I get some size on him, and mate, my pleasure, absolutely. So what else are we up to today? Today we are going to be doing the draw for the I'm a Twisted subscriber Twisted Koi merchandise t-shirt, courtesy of Wayside Printing Design, for all your printing needs. And then once I've done that, I've then got to get on with some waste pipe work. In effect, I've got the waste changed over on the uplift, and it works absolutely perfect. So does the cleaning. I will show you that, but I've got to put a waistline in for that because it doesn't quite mate up now. And also I've got to cut the pipe work down here next to this ball valve on this here Easy Pod, and put that in place to stop that from leaking. There is still a leak in the pond. I haven't got a clue where it is. I've got a suspicion of where it is, but right at this moment in time, can I do much about it? No, I can't. And ultimately, when I actually look at it, my regime for the growing on tank, even if I'm off down the farm, frosted beer steins with your logos. Even better. Thank you very much, John. Anyway, where was I? Yes. On the old system, and I still do it on this system, every day I do a 10 to 30 second drop of the Easy Pod, and then I top it back up. Now with the water drop that is happening on the tank at the moment, I'm still dropping the Easy Pod, but I'm only doing it for about 15 seconds. So the drop in the grown on tank is, or has become, part of my water change regime on the grown on tank, and it seems to be working at the minute. So yeah, I've got to get the waistline sorted out on there. Easy Pod's already on its second boil now. Main ponds had a feed. Oh, while we talk about food as well, I am going to do something different this year, and as you all know, my go-to range is Takazumi, and it has been Takazumi for more years than I can actually remember now, and I'm going to give it a change this year. After spending so much time with Rick down at New Forest Koi Farm, check out the website for TW Pigs, and spending time down there and seeing what can actually be achieved, I'm going to be feeding, because I asked him to do me a mix, and it's the Vitality range, and it's a mixture of sizes, and they're smashing the shit out of it. And this is the one that Rick he feeds the whole farm with Vitality, and there we go, a mixture of sizes, all the same protein, so it's floating. There's a colour food as well, 37% protein, it's got omega-3s, and 10 degrees plus. I'm even feeding that to the growing on tank, because I have fed the Takazumi Junior Premium on my growing on setup for so many years. I will be able to know, now that I'm able to get the temperatures up to where I want them cost effectively, I can then start pushing the tank feed wise and seeing what I can actually do in the growing on tank with just feeding vitality. So there, that's one to follow on and watch, because there is a considerable price difference, and we're not talking Takazumi, we're not talking Sake Akari sort of prices when you're looking at £200 for a 15 kilo sack. I mean, Takazumi mix, which is the high growth and colour, 10 kilo sack of that I think is about £100. So it's half the price of Takazumi, and on many occasions Ricky Stoddard from Croy Wholesale, not a good channel, go and check him out, has stated that if Sake Akari wasn't around then he would feed Takazumi. So, yeah, I'm breaking something that I've done for countless years, and I am feeding something completely different this season to see what results I can get with it. But they're not just getting the vitality, they are also getting the vitality with the Mega Munga Mix. Well, this one is actually the Mega Munga Mix. This is the original. Now, I'm presently running Marigold into the oven for about 5 minutes just to dry it out a little bit more, and then running it through the food processor, because Marigold is the main ingredient for the Mega Munga Mix. And what's happening with it is Rick has tweaked the mix, and he has added extra things in there. There's extra in there, there's garlic powder in there, and there's a few others. So he will go through it all on video like he did again last year. Now, here's the but. But there will only be 20 lots available, and it will be first come, first served. So the first names we get will be the ones that get priority. If there's anything left after that, which I very much doubt, because it is dang good shit, I can attain for that, because that's all that Rick fed on his Mega Munga tunnel. The one we took down was a mixture of sizes in Vitality and the Mega Munga Mix, and you saw the quality of those fish when they came out of that pond. So yeah, so enough of my flapping about. I'm going to get this easy pod plate dropped and flushed out. I shall get the bottom drain easy pod on a boil, and while that's boiling away I'll chuck the lid on it and we will get on and do this era giveaway. Alright? Well, this is going to seem a bit weird, but this is after I've done the draw. But I did say that I would show you the homemade tempest that I've made here, and I've got changes to in comparison to the others, in the fact that I've now got a small metal lever valve on there, exactly the same as I've got over there on the Tempest. Those ones I think are the next size up, but this one's next size down, and it does confirm my theory that the smaller the hole on the waste, the better it cleans, as in the media stays suspended in the tube longer. Anyway, let me show you what I mean. I've got to turn that tap off, turn the air source heat pump off a second. I then shut this valve down here, which isolates that pump, so that water is now held in there. I can hear the last bits glug out down into the shower. So then I turn on my air. And as you can see, it boils absolutely lovely. And then when I open the valve, it's staying suspended in the water a hell of a lot longer as it empties. So yeah, there you go, all you guys out there that run homemade Tempests. If you can bore it down to whatever size that is, I'll try and get hold of Paul Smith, find out what size it is. But yeah, if you can reduce your outlet to your waist down to this size, then one, it's easier than a ball cock, ball valve, because it's smaller. It don't leak like a slide valve, and you then get that extra suspension in the water as it's dropping its load. Can you see what I mean? So yeah, turn that back round. Got to turn that back on. Turn that back on. Wait till the water's flowing over the shower. There it goes. We turn the heat pump back on. Now, Tempest owners, as you can see, this is running. Now, I've cleaned this, and when I put the pump on, I let it come up. Now, my theory is, the tighter that the media is packed up here, the better the fines collection. Maybe I'm wrong, but like I say, straight from a clean, you can see the media is sitting a good 2, maybe 3 inches below that gaffer tape. Now watch. Now you've got about 1 inch of media. Now you've got a better compaction in your media. Now if you are using it like a polisher, like it's supposed to be, surely the tighter that media is, the better it works. So why do you have to, that flicker was the air source heat pump kicking in. So yeah, why do you have to beat the shit out of it to get a good compaction, to get good, and don't get me wrong, I love these things, I think they're fucking great. But there's just one thing that has always bugged me, and if there is any YouTubers out there that are running Tempests, have a go, give it a clean, fill it back up, let it run, and then give it a couple of taps with your hand and see how much it rises up, and you'll be surprised. You really will be surprised. So anyway, oh, they look good. They're looking good. That's looking great. But yeah, these are all mooching around, wanting some food, and they're right, Betty. And I have been speaking to quite a few peeps, and now starting to get an idea on who and what I'm going to be taking to the National with me. Still waiting for a few points of view to come in and come across. So yeah, that's about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut this door, clean this easy pod, and leave you to the giveaway. Well, ladies and gentlemen, cups, that's that on a boil. And what I normally do is I boil the Tempest first, dump it. I then suck through and boil the Tempest a second time and dump it. I then isolate between the Easy Pod and the biobin, and then I drop the Easy Pod. Drop the Easy Pod, and then I refill it, which is the first purge. Now, before I did the first purge, I had the sluice round with the gun. And what did I see? Pissing blanket weed. So it looks like I'm going to be using that stuff that the old Maldian Reefer gave me. Cheers, Jack. At the All England Koi Show last year. So that will be going in. Apparently you can't overdose with it, so I'm literally going to cut the pot in half, mix it up, and I'll show you how to mix it up, and then you can bush it in the pot. But they're all happy out there, that's for sure. So yeah, let me get you over there on the tripod, get this thing spun round. You spin, no, I'm not going to do it. I've got to do it that way first, haven't I? It's ridiculous. I've got to do that bit. Dun, 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 dun. That's going to do people's eyes in, isn't it, because of that flickering. So, that should get you all in. Ugh. Come back here. Right, I've got my list of names. Just for transparency. I'm here all week. So, anyway, this is for the Twisted Koi. I'm a Twisted subscriber t-shirt available to buy from Wayside Print and Design. You can find them on Facebook, you can find them on Instagram, and if you can't find Wayside Print and Design on either one of them, go to Wayside Koi and Lifestyle, drop them a comment, and I'm sure they'll get back to you, because they really do look after you. They look after me, that's for sure. Cheers. And their stuff is absolutely quality top notch. This will be going up today. That's going up there with the rest of the, you probably can't see that, but I'll show you it a bit. That's going to go up there. So anyway, we'll do the 2 pages. There and on. I'll put that one on top because I know which ones are dead. So what we'll do is we'll cut that bit off now. Oh, I can't do that on the top part. Yeah, almost. Just the top one, Vincent. I logged in there. That bit says number 41, and that bit it says absolutely nothing. So now I have to drop that one there. I can cut down the middle, drop that there, and then start cutting these down the middle. It's nice to see some overseas people entering. And I have checked the comments on both the video itself on YouTube and on YouTube Studio. Like I say, there was 41 names. As I usually do, I'll call them out as I fold them up. There we go. 41 names. Kelly Knowles. Joanne Wakely. Becky Cook. Teresa Shears. Mark Marsland. Tracy Lester. Pete Smith 9311. Martin Mezzone. Gary Davis. Marcus Watson. Cashy's Koi. Go and check out Cashy's channel, give him a subscribe, tell him the Twisted One sent you, he will love it. Passion for Koi, another one, go and check their channel out, guys. Simon Shears. Packfield Koi, go over and check them out. Dale Salter. Mark Bobby's Koi. Shasha's DIY Keep Koi Pond. Go over and check out Shasha. Tell him the Twisted One sent you. Paul Adley. Hertz Koi, fellow panel member for the Sunday afternoon Koi Culture with myself, Hertz Koi. Check him out on his channel, give him a subscribe. He's doing a build at the moment, along with Samuel and Sid. Big Rick 74. Ted Catton. Jamie, Keeping It Koi. Check him out. Stoke Koi Adventures, that's Neil. Go and give Neil a subscribe. Seskud, Reef and Pond. Did their pond build last year. I take my hat off to them two ladies. They did it all themselves and their OAPs. But. Not that I'm saying there's anything wrong with that. I take my hat off. I mean, I saw Reddy doing the digging and I wouldn't argue with her, that's for sure. Lifestyle the Liam 123. George Murdoch, aka Loman Koi. We had a cup off him the other day. Where is it? It's up there somewhere. Yep, there it is, just there. Ricky Brown. Ricky Brown, a long time subscriber. Leslie Wakely. That did go in, didn't it? The Rocket Boy. David with a load of letters and numbers. What's Koi? Go and check him out. Martin Brinkman. Now you've got 3 channels on the bounce here. You've got my mate Maureen over in New Hampshire, America, keeps Koi Haven. My smooth-headed friend Sharpie, go over and check out down at Sharpie's Koi. And my man Ken from My Koi Obsession over in Canada. He was actually a visitor on the show. Also, you've got Frankly Koi. He likes creating filters and stuff. go and give Frank a subscribe. And if you can, when you comment on his videos, not only tell him that the Twisted One sent you, but if you can, put a gorilla icon as well. We'd love you. Anyway, Amanda Smith. The one, the only, the Emperor, Alan Tate. Finland Lass, go out and check over Linda's channel. And last but not least, we have Keith Martin. I'm going to drop that in the jug. I'm going to have another swirl of my beer starting. It is only cherry coke. I haven't drunk alcohol in 20 years now. Knocked me on the arse. Anyway, good luck everyone. Good luck. Joanne Wakely. Joanne, you are the winner of said t-shirt, courtesy of Wayside Print and Design for all your printing and design needs. So there you go, it is a medium, so yeah, hit me up on my email address, which should be in the channel description, with your postage address, and I shall get this sent out to you. So there we go, thank you very, very much everyone who entered, well done to Joanne. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight in with another one. And this one is actually an I See You mug. This is another one of Jill and John's range. One of these travel coffee mugs. So you're all sat there going, right, what have I got to do then, Vince? Well, considering usually the mugs that I give out to YouTubers is an IC. But I'm going to be going back to the Mark I Twisted Koi mug. So, this one and two others are the only ones left of the Twisted Koi RC range. So, if you want this travel mug, what I want you to do is in the comments, I want you to tell me what I call coffee. And on that note, guys, I'm going to knock it on the head here and call it a day. I've still got the waste and that to do, but I'll pick that up over the weekend's waffling. So as always, guys, I've been Twisted Koi. You lot out there, you are always great, and we will see you. Well, we will definitely see you on Sunday. We will definitely see you on Sunday on Koi Culture, where you can come on my channel, Sid's channel, which is a cheaper Koi India, Shane's channel, which is Hertz Koi, or Samuel, which is Koi Canada. And jump over to Samuel's channel if you haven't already, because not only has he whopped out a cracking video, but it is his first proper video fully in English, and he has said that he will completely continue to do his videos in English. He does apologise that sometimes his English isn't quite there, but give him time Give him time. He is a cracking lad, and he really does deserve a subscribe. So yeah, we'll see you Sunday, and then we'll probably see you down Forest in the week. Catch you later.
That's all, cupcakes.